Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And today I actually want to do a quick little video on some watch tools I use, specifically watch and crystal presses. I've done a few videos changing out crystals. Those always seem popular ones, so I thought I'd kind of talk about a new tool I upgraded. So actually this has been my go-to tool that I've had for, I don't know, maybe a couple of years now, to be honest. I got it before I even knew anything about it. I kind of just got it, um, as it really is a kind of a trial run. I didn't know if I was going to use it well or what, but that's kind of how I got started with modding watches. But lately, I've gone 0 for 2 with it. I've had 2 unsuccessful watch installs, which made me start thinking I need something different or better. I don't. It really comes down to, I don't know if these plastic dies, eventually you can kind of tell how beat up they get. And I don't know if they bend in there, but I've had a hard time kind of getting that square press on. Like this recent one, I did a turtle, and you can kind of see how this side sticks out more, and the gasket actually got bent, because if you don't get it right, you could bend the gasket. So I'm going to be correcting that. I actually had to order some more gaskets. I'm going to be trying to correct that one. And then I've got a new red AR crystal that I'm going to be putting on my SKX. So it's been a while since I've seen many SKX modification videos. It was once the modification king, but now, so that's what we're going to do. That's going to be in a separate video, so stick around. But for this one, I'm going to focus on just the tools, because I found a new tool that I wanted to share with you guys. So this one's been failing me, so I decided to try something new. So I've been seeing a lot of these presses on Amazon with decent reviews, and I figured I'll give it a shot. So I bought this off AliExpress along with some new dies, and this thing was just a hunk of junk. So if you see this one, buyer beware. Now, if you notice, I wrapped it in a bunch of, like, this probably won't stick around much, but it did help the problem, because this was too wobbly. You can still kind of see how wobbly it is. And as I rotate it, you see how it wobbles back and forth, which means you're going to have a really hard time, if not impossible, to get a very kind of even pressure on the crystal, and you're going to ruin your gasket, and it's going to not end well. So you can kind of see how much wobble, like this plastic is not going on straight. And actually, the best way to demonstrate this is to use a flat one. This is now stuck. It's stuck on there. This thing's turning, but I was going to put a flat piece on here just to kind of show. So if we take this one off, and let me find I have a plastic metal one. What the heck did I just do with it? Oh, here it is. So if we put like a there we go. If we put a metal one on here, you can kind of see how they connect. But I won't spend too much time on it, because this one, takeaway is that this one's a piece of junk. I didn't even use it. As soon as I unboxed it, tested it, I immediately requested a refund, because I'm like, this thing is useless, to be honest. But if we, put the metal plate on, and if we tighten, you can kind of see how much wobble it has, which basically makes this thing worthless. So you're gonna have a hard time working with this one. So I don't not recommend this one. So what I got instead is this bad boy, and this thing is perfect. So this one, when you turn it, it just goes on super smooth and super straight. I mean, look at this thing. This thing stays nice and square, no wobble, perfect amount of even pressure, which will mean that you'll be able to apply your crystal perfectly, and comes to a clean point. So this is perfect tool. It's affordable. I got off AliExpress. So they sell these on Amazon too. Obviously, like most things on Amazon, they get marked up, because people just go on AliExpress or Alibaba or wherever, and they'll buy them for half the price, and then they sell them on Amazon, which is fine, because the advantage is you get it quickly, where you don't have to wait. But this was actually I think just a little under 48, so say $50 for this one, which seems expensive, but you know, if you look at like Swiss made ones, these go for like 400. So, you know, it's a little bit of money, but you know, it's, to me it's worth it, because if you screw up your crystal, then you're going to be paying more to replace them. So this is my new go-to tool. I'll put a link in the description in case you want to kind of, you know, take your modifications to the next level. This will be a huge benefit. So yeah, I'm very impressed how cleanly this works. Like I said, this one served me well too. So I've done several modifications with success. I just think over time, maybe it just got maybe bent or something, or these dies maybe got bent. I don't know, but it's just been a couple times where 2 times in a row it's failed. So I figure it's time to upgrade and replace. And then obviously in the process, I picked up some new dies because these were getting kind of chewed up. I got some metal ones and some nylon ones, and you know, you kind of, obviously it's a tough choice which one I get. I mean, ultimately, if you're starting off, I'd go nylon because these will less likely damage your watch or crystal because it's plastic. These metal or aluminum ones are obviously stronger, so you're more likely to scratch your watch or maybe even shatter your crystal. So with these, you gotta be very careful how much pressure you're applying, which with this kind of tool, you kind of have full control because you just turn the lever. And where this one, you kind of just have to squeeze, and you know, not as a controlled manner. So highly recommend this tool. Very impressed with it. It's very heavy. I mean, nothing wobbles on this thing. It just built like a tank. So I would get this one well before you spend money on this one, because this one hasn't cheap either. These kind of mini presses, whatever they're called, they still go for like $25 to $30. And like I said, it's this thing. This one's by far the worst. I would take this $15 one over this one because the amount of wobble in this thing is you're never gonna get a clean application. All you're gonna do is it'll push the crystal slightly off on one side, and then it's gonna mangle your gasket. And then once that gasket gets mangled, you have to basically get a new gasket because it's going to be impossible then to get your crystal back in there. So just a quick tip I'd share if you're looking to get into modifying your watches. You know, pay once, cry once, go straight for this one. But if you're really on a budget, go for this one. You know, avoid these red ones that are the most kind of seen ones. Unless I got a bad one, I don't know. But this one wobbles like crazy. Now, I wrapped some of this kind of like cellophane type tape, which helped reduce a little bit, but you can kind of still see a lot of wobble, and it's yeah, I mean, this thing's useless. So anyway, that's it for this video. I'm gonna work on actually modifying my SKX next. I'll record it using this press, so if you're interested in seeing this in action, check back in a day or so and you should see the other video uploaded. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one.